Hello, Wine Warriors. It is your penultimate host, Scott, giving you a little note at the top of the show today. The show is entirely focused on our experience receiving our first shipment of WINC wines. We were in no way asked to give favorable reviews of the wines. We are not being paid to do this. It is per our own choice that we did this episode. We wanted to show you what it was like if you choose to enroll in WINC, the experience of signing up, receiving shipment, giving feedback, so on and so forth, so that, we would never promote a product we do not believe in. There's enough bad wine out there. We would never push some on you just to make a few bucks. So enjoy the show. Enjoy WINC if you do sign up for it. And cheers. Oh, and also the Last Jedi trailer that came out after this episode was recorded. So we don't talk about it in this episode, but we will in a future episode. We are all excited about it. I've been talking with Jason and I'm like, I have theories, to which he responded, "Of course you do. Of course you do." Enjoy the show.
Previously on Wine Wars.
This rosé book smells good.
That's a funny thing you just said.
Well, it's very booky. It smells like like a library.
So now we don't just smell our wine; we smell our books, our wine books.
Well,
It smells weird.
Oh yeah, I see. It's toxic.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh,
it smells like baseball cards.
Oh,
That's what that is.
yeah. There's probably like a little bit of a
film
plastic
or something.
coating.
Hey, did you collect baseball cards as a kid?
No,
Oh.
I collected Garbage Pail Kids. Does that count?
Does it smell like that?
I don't think those smell like those.
No. It's got a rubbery.
this is so ridiculous.
We're gonna start
smelling wine books.
We're going to start a new podcast where we just smell wine books.
Wine Wars, the show with four friends who love three things: wine and Star Wars.
Welcome to Wine Wars. You're joining the four of us as we sniff, sip, and talk about wine live from our dining room here in Madison, Wisconsin. I am your excellent host and spectator, and with me as always tonight are Jason.
Hey!
Woo! Scott.
Hello, Anne.
Hi. And Amy.
Hey, Ann.
How are you?
I'm great. Totally uneventful week.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that. Mm-hmm. How's everyone else feeling?
I had a pretty eventful week. We had some WINC wine show up.
What? You guys,
yeah.
it's like a dream come true.
I had to go down to the UPS store because you have to sign for it. When alcohol gets delivered, you have to sign for it. And, they give you a window. I'll be there between 8 a.m. and midnight.
Like the cable guy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Great movie. Underrated movie.
Not a
Cable guy?
fan.
Great movie. I love it.
So I woke up last Wednesday and went to pick up wine at the UPS store and signed for it. And it's actually really cool. So we were talking about this. It looks like everything in the shipping is recyclable or compostable.
Yes.
Excellent.
Nice move, Wink.
Love your mother.
Yeah. So, Mother's Day is coming up, as is Earth Day.
I was thinking that WINC would
So
make
is
a good
Christmas.
gift for Mother's Day.
It would make a good gift for anyone's
And
day.
make a good gift for my wino mother.
So for those not familiar, WINC is a online wine club, which I believe is what WINC stands for, Wine Club. They used to be called Club W, which is Wine Club in reverse. But it was founded in 2012. So the founder, Xander Oxman, which is like the best wrestler name ever.
Cool. Yeah.
Xander Oxman.
That is a good wrestling name.
Or a dog name.
And Jeff McFarlane. So they founded this back then because they kind of are of our ilk. They wanted wine to be more accessible, simplified, not as hoity-toity, to use a word I never use. And then from there, they partnered
Just
with...
did.
I know I did now, but you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But they partnered with a sommelier and winemaker to start up this business, and it grew out of California, and now they're distributing all throughout the U.S., other than Michigan, I believe, because they have some bizarre laws in Michigan. Because if you're shipping alcohol across states, you have to comply with the laws in the state you're shipping from and the state you're shipping to.
What a pain in the ass.
Which is kind of ironic because Michigan has a lot of beer that they could export.
Yeah, I don't know.
Be cool, Michigan.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Be cool.
But you go to trywink.com/winewars, and you answer a questionnaire it kind of assesses your food and
I think you should actually back up and say the domain name again.
Yeah,
because
you
they
kind
are
of
our
race through it.
first official sponsor, and you should say because I went onto WINC.com and just signed up normal without our
without the
login.
hyperlinks.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that as well, there you can enter a coupon code during checkout. Wine Wars, it works as well. It gets you $20 off.
I didn't actually see that part, which is kind of why
Well,
my
did you go to
point is here.
checkout?
Or did you just
I
do
think
the
I did
assessment?
go through the entire process, but I didn't finish the entire
Yeah, so it's
process.
right at the very end.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
But
Sometimes that happens to me. Yeah. Sometimes I fall asleep.
we'll finish this tomorrow.
You still awake?
Babe.
What?
Are we? No? Okay.
All right. Well, we'll revisit it tomorrow.
So what's that
So
domain?
we'll have a hyperlink in the show notes, but trywink.com/winewars. You can
Try Wink.
yes
Trywink.com.
/Wine Wars.
Okay.
You can get in on the fun here. So you go there, you answer a questionnaire. So what did you end up getting, Jason?
Well, you had done on previously on or on a sepisode, as I'll call it. You went through the process, and so I did the exact same process Scott did, where they give you a questionnaire and they ask you very fun questions about what your palate's like. And
Is chicken wings one of the food options?
no, it's very general, but it kind of explores your risk tolerance a little bit, and then your flavor profiles and how willing you are to experiment.
Yes.
And ironically, I think that my group of wines was the exact 4 wines we got here, probably because
We have a similar
palates. Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up, what we have here is 2 white blends, one from Portugal, one from California, both using really pretty unique grapes in their blends. And we'll break those both down in a minute. And then we also ended up with a Super Tuscan.
Super Tuscan. Oh, yeah.
And then a Malbec from Argentina.
Malbec.
So listeners of the show will know that really fits my profile almost to a T. And it's actually a really cool design on the website. So you go through, pick your wines, they ship them to you. You then can rate it, kind of like a Netflix style, where you give your feedback. And we can do that tonight and then figure out what it recommends from there going forward. So if I really like this Super Tuscan, it might give me a whole bunch of other Sangiovese based.
What was cool is it does say ask you your preference. Do you want? You could go all red. At least it probably. If you're experimental and you say all red, probably it's going to give you a little bit of white. But I kind of did a little bit of a blend, which is probably why it did 50-50.
And you aren't beholden to these wines. You can pick anything from their catalog, and they have about 55 wines that you can pick from.
And the whole thing is that you're not like what we drink tonight and what you find in their catalog are wines you're not otherwise going to find. So they are unique to WINC. So
there might be a handful that you can find in restaurants and things like that. But like, for example, the Super Tuscan
Oh, yeah.
Super Tuscan.
is made just for WINC. And the artwork in particular was uniquely made. Well, we'll get into all that.
It did seem like a good portion of these were maybe proprietary. My guess would be they're buying a good amount of these for their people, but they're probably vetted pretty well.
So tonight's episode's kind of like, if you're interested in WINC, we're going to tell you about that. But also, if you want to just hear about these kinds of blends or what to expect from these grapes, you're going to get that too.
Yeah.
And it's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
Trywink.com/winewars.
This is why we should have named it Wines World.
Wines World. Wines World.
Stop, Anne. You're giving me a headache. Try 2 of these. Little, yellow, different.
We'll have
Which
to do
is
that.
you don't see Newprin anymore. That's why that's funny.
Yeah, what the hell happened in
What
Newprin?
happened?
Nobody talks about Newprin.
We'll have to figure out like when an episode falls on April Fool's Day, and then put out a Wines World episode.
It's a good idea. We've been doing a lot of Wayne's World lately because my hair got out of control and I look like Garth every morning.
Did you have to suck it? The suck cut?
Certainly did suck.
Hey, Jason, I'm going to go to work. All right, Garth.
Really painting a happy marriage over here.
All right, see ya, Anne Elgar.
Anne.
Your hair was pretty great.
Yeah. So let's start off. We have the first one is a white blend from Portugal.
I love this label. It's so fun.
Yeah. So this is Passarola, Vinho Branco, which means white wine in Portuguese.
Now I get it.
And this uses 2 indigenous grapes from Portugal, and we're gonna have my good lady wife Amy pronounce those because I got a D- in Spanish.
All right.
D-?
Named for the imaginative ballroom ship invented in 1708 by a priest in Lisbon, Passarola combines Arinto and Fernão Pires, 2 native grapes.
So say those again. All right.
Arinto and Fernão Pires.
There we go.
I have never heard of those grapes.
Right.
And nor have
You could have some for now, and you could have some
for later. It's a really lovely little wine. Mm-hmm. 2 grapes I've never had before.
Enjoying it very much.
I'm trying to decide if it tastes like as close as I can get is Spanish, but it doesn't to me. It tastes like its own thing.
Well, you don't drink too much Spanish white either, right?
I don't. You're right. I
Which
don't
another
know
episode.
shit about that.
Albarino is. I love Albarino. We'll have to get you in on that on a future episode.
We don't know a ton about Albarino. We had some at our WSET, and it was delicious stuff.
Yeah. Is
tasted
that the
like-
one you came back all
Tasted like white.
talking about?
I feel like when I came back, I talked about all wine.
Just every single
That
one.
is also true.
So yeah, this is I would say this is semi-sweet. It's not like a super sweet.
I mean, it's not.
Riesling.
Definitely not.
Not
I wouldn't say
sweet.
it's sweet. It's definitely off dry.
You think?
It's not dry. It's a halfway.
I think
It's sweeter in sugar than maybe some of these other ones, but that is not a sweet.
It's important to me that listeners know that I'm getting no sweet.
Yeah.
I get sweet on the nose, but not at all.
Maybe that's because I didn't really taste it that much.
You should
yet.
taste it.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking.
Blah.
To me, it kind of reminds me of like crushed rose petal and mineral balancing out
I have a
each
little
other.
bit more. I slammed it.
Lemon, mineral. I don't know I think high acid.
Yeah, like
sure.
the white part of a lemon peel,
Yeah.
not the actual rind, but like
Lemon
inside
zest.
of that where it's soft. Not the zest, but the white part inside of the zest.
The inside of a peel.
Yeah.
Theo agrees.
Theo wants a treat.
No, he just wants to try some wine. Here you go, buddy.
Time for a Theo update.
Oh, sure. We almost broke Theo on Friday. We walked him too hard, too long, too fast here in a beautiful Wisconsin day. He wanted to go for it.
We got one.
Yeah.
A beautiful
With-
Wisconsin
yeah.
day.
At the end of the day, Jason goes, well, there it was.
Bye.
Our nice day. And then it's true. The next day we did see a mosquito. So
We
I
had
saw
one.
one yesterday. I'm like, well,
there it was.
was nice while it lasted.
We had one.
Yeah.
Now we've got
They
them.
come in April already.
Yeah.
Now.
And we
Great.
still had him in November after Thanksgiving. So,
Thanks, global warming.
Jesus. So
Comes and goes.
he is recovering from that, and he's getting his attitude problems back, which we always think is a sign, and you're all going to have to experience that tonight. So thanks for asking.
He's really lobbying pretty hard to get his own microphone.
Yeah.
Well,
That
you
would be
guys would
funny.
love his panting.
It is a cute sound. He's like, hell yeah, it is.
Don't talk to me.
Just feed me treats.
So this wine was $13. All of them we have tonight are 13, and I should say on WINC, pretty much everything's between 10 and $20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't
All
think-
the more reason.
I don't think I saw anything above. There might have been one $25 one.
Yeah, for the most
But
part.
they were few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of California heavy, but
Nothing wrong with that.
I was
Oh,
kind
the
of
wines.
as I was looking through there's
Based
a,
out of California. They know those laws better anyway.
right.
And the grapes are going to be more local. And
But they had what I was noticing is like if they had kind of more exotic grapes, it was still like a Lodi,
location.
Yeah, it was. There's a good. I mean, besides the Super Tuscan, which would be Italian, right? They were pretty much. I don't know. There was,
Sourced from California.
It looked like it was very sourced from California.
This wine wants oysters,
Yeah.
which is a weird
Yes.
thing for Anne to say because Anne doesn't want oysters.
Oh.
And should want oysters. However, we are
know
drinking
what?
2 wines
More
here that
for
are
me.
not. 3 wines that are not American.
Yeah, actually, our portfolio,
California.
we only have one California, so this Portugal.
I really like this one.
I think it's good.
I think it would be really refreshing on a hot, sticky, humid Wisconsin summer day.
It's a simple and straightforward wine. It's not a white Bordeaux or something. We're like, how did this magic end up in my glass? It's just like simple slammer.
It's a summer slammer.
Yeah.
I would
Solid
definitely recommend this for
S-words.
throw it in the Cambro as a
Yeah.
patio pounder.
I would definitely
As
get
you
this one
would.
again. Passarola.
And on the website, they have a page for each of these wines, so you can go there and read a lot more about them. And this one, they actually have a food pairing, like a shrimp risotto type thing.
Oh, that
sounds
would be
great.
awesome with this.
Something, a little heavier and creamier maybe to go with this high acidity.
All right, gang. So let's
Yeah.
rate this. So you can do 5 stars.
You give this a solid 4.
4. Let me see if you can do halves.
I would do 4.5. Like a really, and
Yeah, can't do halves. So I would go 4 if you can't go 4.5.
But this
I
would
was-
be so good with
Grilled cheese.
it would be good. Ooh, like a gourmet grilled cheese, like
Gruyere.
bandaged cheddar
That's what I was
sprinkled.
going to say, Jason.
Yeah. But it's only $13. Yeah. Definite solid 4 stars.
Yeah, you could almost go 5, but I want to be blown away
Yeah.
at 5.
Yeah.
So we got to give it a 4.
I was
Right.
going to say
4 is
3,
not
but do we have to
bad.
agree?
No,
No.
we'll take the average.
Yeah.
We'll take the mean.
So,
Okay.
yeah. But the problem
Average
is we
and then
may,
round up.
we may have to come back and adjust this one if the one later on really blows us away.
Okay.
And you know what I mean?
We'll
Start with a 4 for now.
Take a note. Take a note.
But yeah, so you can rate them and it's gonna come back and be like, ooh, you should then try this. So
Okay.
Do we say though when you sign up with the Wine Wars that you get $20 off, right?
$20 off
$20
your
off.
first purchase.
So, like, if you choose wisely, that's like 1 1/4 bottles.
Yeah, so you can get four bottles
One
of
and
wine
a
for
half.
like $25.
I,
one and a
I think
half.
the minimum purchase is 4 bottles because it's 3.
Probably to
Okay.
justify the shipping
20
cost.
bucks is like a tank of gas in a Prius.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd say 4. Let's go 4.
Okay.
Moving on.
Let's moving on to Wonderful.
So while
Wine
Jason's
Company.
pouring those wines, we still are continuing on with our book giveaway. So on our last episode, we had Jedi Wine Master Jennifer Simonetti Bryan on talking about her new book, Rosé Wine.
She was lovely.
She was great.
Oh, she was so fun.
Oh my God.
If you're listening
New
to this,
BF.
Jen,
I think she
for
might
reals.
be the 5th wine warrior.
I think so.
I know.
If there could be a 5th Beatle,
yeah.
Yeah,
it's probably actually I'm Pete Best, aren't I?
yeah.
I'm gone.
You're out. She's in.
Son of a bitch.
But we still have the contest ongoing to win a copy of her new book, Rosé Wine. Take a picture of yourself drinking rosé in the most creative, Star Wars themed, if you can, or perhaps doodle themed,
Or corgi.
or maybe if you combine those things, you're gonna win. If you basically pander to us.
Doesn't it seem like just some rosé and some wine would be the smartest choice here?
If
Yeah.
you have a stormtrooper outfit and you have a doodle or a corgi and you're drinking the rosé, then you are gonna win so hard.
For real.
Oh.
All right.
So, yeah.
So-
Play along. We want to see your stuff. And it's a great book. We
Yes.
we got our advanced copies. I think we got them before Jennifer. Sorry. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book. It'll make you very thirsty. And there's lots of fun, interactive.
This is a great
Things
Valentine's
and-
Day present. Should it have come out in February?
Or Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, it's
or
a good Mother's Day present.
birthday or hostess gift.
There's probably a lot of wedding anniversaries coming up.
Who? Oh, us.
Dumbass.
And there's always like little factoids, and I felt smarter for having read it, and I had fun while reading it. So
And it's kind of
pro.
a cool way to, I don't know, if you're not super into wine, it's a fun little entrance.
Yeah, it's kind of in the same vein as her 1 Minute Wine Master. It's
It does
entry
not
level,
read
right?
like a textbook.
It's not talking down to you.
No.
Right.
Right.
It's just like having a friend.
Yeah, it's as if she was there just talking with you about rosé.
Yeah.
Which
So-
I loved about her interview was she doesn't make you feel dumb about wine. She's like
No, she's just excited to
educational.
educate.
Yeah.
She's
Excited to
like at
educate.
an 11 when it comes to enthusiasm. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that a lot.
So if you want to win a copy of the book, tag us in your pictures at Wine Wars Podcast and at Jedi Wine Master. And on a future episode, we will pick 3 winners and we'll get those books off to you. All right, moving on to our next wine. So the Wonderful Wine Company.
Did Jason pour this one? Because there's a lot of wine in my glass.
Mine too.
Jeez, man.
Cheese, man.
It
I
wasn't.
think you got more than me.
This is not a cheese man situation.
Wow, the nose on this.
Healthy pour. I didn't. It would look.
Ooh, now we're talking about
This
something.
smells like California. Big and in your face.
But a little skunk.
Got a little skunk. So this is another white blend.
Ooh.
So Muscat, Viognier, and Gewürztraminer.
We're doing a Viognier episode because every time it goes near my nose, I lose my mind.
Okay.
And that is happening right now.
Ooh.
And Muscat too, right?
Which
Muscat.
that's the one you came back from the wine
Yeah.
training.
I
And
was
were
like, I need some oysters and some.
It's like
No.
enough.
So
of the-
you're thinking of Muscadet,
God.
which is not a grape. It's a wine. Made
I always thought Muscadet was like the genus of the weasel family on the animal kingdom.
yeah,
tree.
didn't we all?
we all thought that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah,
It's
normal.
common thought.
Like weasels and skunks belong
sure.
to that?
A Muscadet?
The Muscadet?
Because it smells musky?
Yeah.
Oh.
Latin roots?
At least she has logic behind it.
I'm going to have to Google
Does
this. No,
she?
I'm not
No.
just bombed.
Does she?
But this is the Muscat, Muscat grape, unrelated to Muscadet.
God damn it.
Which is made from a different grape, which is
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Blanc de Burgundy or something like that. Damn it.
But it is a French origin.
Yes.
Doodle. You gotta be cool. We're on the microphone.
He's not being cool.
You're not being cool at all.
So this is Viognier, Muscat, and what was the other one? Oh, right.
From Alsace.
How could I forget?
Melon
Wow.
de Bourgogne.
You guys, this is...
Theo is...
Remember before, I was like, how did this magic end up in my glass? That wasn't the other one for me and who I am. But now, perhaps.
This is a fun little wine.
This definitely has a much bigger nose. It's got a lot more going on. Definitely has a much fruitier
Where is it from?
Cali.
This is California?
It is.
California.
So again, exotic grapes, but
Oh, yeah.
Blended in
I don't
California.
know that I would have said.
Anna
It's
Gion,
good.
2015.
Can I just tell you what I learned about weasels?
Oh,
Please do.
I cannot wait.
sitting on the edge.
We're not losing listeners at this moment at all.
They're in the family Mustelidae.
Oh.
You're so close.
Smells a little skunky. Must be a muscadet.
Different grape. Muscadet is Melon de Bourgogne. That's a
Oh,
different
never
grape.
mind. Okay, anyway.
This is
Got it.
Muscat.
Sorry.
Wine is not confusing at all, right?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Especially when you look at the Latin meanings of things. All right.
This is delicious, though. This is okay. So we're 2 for 2. I would drink either of these, especially for the $13 range.
This one's 13 as well.
Yeah.
Everything we're drinking tonight is
This
13.
is special.
This is sweeter than
this
the
says
last
we
one.
should probably not operate a car.
This one has
Fair
a
enough.
lot longer finish than the
Yeah.
Portuguese one.
The
Yep.
Portuguese one just kind of drops off your palate pretty quickly.
This is a 2015. It's called Wonderful.
Is it high
I
alcohol?
agree.
Is it pretty high alcohol?
What are we talking?
Get a
here?
lot of high
14.
alcohol in the aftertaste.
14%.
Okay.
It's high for white. No.
I would like that to be a little less. That's my only tiny gripe.
A little
with it.
less
It's true.
alcohol?
You can just feel it
Yeah,
in the
it
back of your
lingers.
throat like a rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just did a shot of something.
Right. Everclear or something
It's
like that.
pretty high for a white. That's for
But-
sure.
Again, I think this, with that high alcohol, this would be very good with food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this one would be, the first one would be better with like, was it recommended to do shrimp
Like a
with
shrimp
the
risotto.
Passarola? Mm-hmm. Because I would think something light like oysters with that one and then something creamier like the risotto with this one.
Yeah. I was thinking like a cheese plate
Yeah.
would be really good with this.
Could definitely do a blue with this.
We'd like to move on, but we have to drink all this wine that
I'm
Jason
gonna go
poured
get
in.
a.
You're going to get a dumper?
Well, I'm gonna just get everybody another glass.
Here.
You can save it.
Oh, yeah, we should. Either way.
Here.
We're moving to red next. So.
Yeah. I'll get a spittoon.
Okay.
All right, well, we're getting ready for the next wine. We need to rate this. So now,
So if
I
I
would
would go with
give
the
this a
other
better-
one, that
Yeah,
one
might
might
have
pull
to
the
bump
other
the other
one
one down.
back. Yeah.
I would agree. Because this isn't necessarily a 5 still.
Yeah. I'm going back. I said 3 in the first one. I'm gonna stick there and go 4
I think
here.
that's what we're going to have to do.
I'm going to go reverse. I'm going to give this one the 3 and the other one the 4.
It's true. She
Still, we're
lost
averaging
her
out,
shit
though.
on the first one.
I really liked it. I don't like the
High
finish
alcohol.
on this.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
And I'll go 3.5 to even the playing field.
So are they both just at 3 then? Are we averaging?
What? Okay, fine.
Well, see, that's the beauty.
Here's
the beauty
respect you.
Here's the beauty of WINC, Anne. This is my profile. You can create your own profile.
Well, and you bet your ass I will.
And vote as you see fit. Because I like that second one a little bit better. So, moving on.
Moving
see
on,
that?
red me.
Which one are we hitting next?
Well, I think, Anne, you want to do Super Tuscan
Oh yeah.
Well, the Malbec,
or the Malbec?
as Scott would say, is a 13.8 alcohol. What's that guy? And then this one is also a 2016.
13.2, but they harvest in spring.
So it's
A year and a half.
equivalent.
Yeah. Yep. So I guess we're going Malbec because that's what he's pouring.
So
something
did
that,
you learn
I
this
learned-
Malbec at wine school?
Well, we've done an episode on Malbec. You were there.
You just
Did
have a
we
funny
say Malbec?
pronunciation.
It's Malbec.
Malbec.
It's Malbec.
Darth Malbec.
There you go. There actually is a company that
I just spilled twice.
Jason, pull it together, man.
there's a
Amy, pull it together, man.
there's a producer out of California that like trademarked the wine name Darth Malbec.
Oh,
Aw.
So we got beat to the punch. So this Malbec, this is from Mendoza, Argentina, which is typically where you're going to find Malbecs from. And this is pretty fruity on the nose.
that was a happy.
that's some spicy.
But-
some black pepper.
Also, yeah, and eucalyptus.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Yep.
a lot softer than you might think a Malbec would be.
It's really complex in the nose. There's so many things going on, like stewed plums, pepper.
Smells like my grandma's
eucalyptics.
porch. I think that's
So
clove.
a little earth.
Yep.
Surprising, it's so got so much going on for, and it doesn't smell young.
No.
No.
It kind of has an undertone of like earthiness that you smell in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Yep.
like
Just a
decaying
little-
compost.
Just a little of that kind of dank, like
And this is dry. It's pretty tannic. Not terrible though.
it's alive and vibrant, but
I like it. It's so interesting.
It is very interesting. It's got a lot going on, and we have had this open for a while.
It's not terribly tannic.
No, not terrible, but it's there.
It's one of those I'm getting more on the nose than on the palate,
Oh, for sure.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what does that
it's
mean?
Way
It needs
bigger
to age?
Way bigger intensity on the.
I feel like
the
a lot of
nose.
the flavors in the front of my mouth, which is really fun. And it makes my mouth water big time. I think.
I agree. What did we say alcohol was on this?
13.8.
13.8, which
So less
not-
than the whites.
Not yet.
Interesting.
than the wine
13.5.
the wonderful wine.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So to me, this borders for $13. This borders on 5
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you take into account price,
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
like
yeah,
value.
like Scott said, this has been open for probably an hour now.
couple hours. Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's opened up a lot.
I think when we had it sitting down, I was like, nothing.
Right.
But now it's like, this is pretty good.
Actually, when we were having our pizza with this, I thought I liked it better than the Super Tuscan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
It's got a pretty good long, finish.
Yeah.
It's not too much.
And
I might land on 4 just because the palate isn't matching the nose.
Okay. Well,
The
you
nose is a 5, the palate's a 4. I'm just saying for me.
yeah, you can
Okay.
buy some and store them and let them age, see how it goes. And we should say we didn't even say the producer,
Oh, yeah.
one from the Quiver. So they apparently
Great
they
name.
do a lot of archery.
Oh,
I would
might
say
have to
that
keep this bottle.
this, it seems like it's got some big legs. It's not tannic enough or high alcohol enough to probably age long. So you should probably drink it.
Maybe
Like,
I
give it a
just
couple
need
years,
to
yeah.
decant it. Give it a couple years and decant it, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. And this is one. So going back to this is
Oh, man.
this is you can only get this through WINC. This is produced by that's sommelier and winemaker Brian Smith that partnered with Xander and Jeff from WINC. So this is a unique wine to this company.
I really like it.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's
Like,
a treat.
I would want to get a couple of bottles of this and drink them. Not Never mind. Ugh.
Don't drink them. You're right.
I wouldn't want to store them for too long.
No.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd want to drink them. And this one is a pretty young wine also, right?
It's a 2016, but it's harvest from the southern equator, south of the equator. So they harvest in
Argentine.
Right. They harvest in our spring.
Okay.
So it's a half year earlier
Right.
than what you get on normal
Right.
American.
So when you think 2016 harvest in the northern hemisphere, you think, September time frame.
Yeah.
They harvest in March, April.
Okay. So Southern Hemisphere is just 6 months
early.
early.
Right. So this wine's about a year old from harvest.
Yeah.
Which still is real young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't even paid those taxes yet.
I'm starting to think I could tell if it was a Malbec.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm talking on my ass a little bit, but there's that eucalyptus for me that stands out.
I'm starting, and Ann and I drink so little Malbec. Malbec. And we drink we drink so little of it that it's a new grape to us, but I'm starting to be like, yeah, that's it. That's Malbec.
And you dig it?
I do like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Starting to like it more and more
Cool.
as I'm identifying its characteristics.
My dad went on a kick for, he might still be on it, for like 2 years. Malbec was his grape. He really just wanted to drink that.
It's a good way to do it.
And yeah, so anytime you go there, you can bust open a
That
bottle.
was his year of Zen.
Yep.
Be right
kind of
over.
the same thing. Like you learn it. So, Mom, tell Dad I say hi. All right, moving on to the Super Tuscan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Finish up our Malbecs.
Malbec.
No!
Whoa.
Yeah, you can't mix the spittoons, buddy.
That's for later?
I thought it was.
That's the you be drinking?
This isn't like a winery and you just throw it all in a spittoon and throw it out. That's just saved for later in the mug.
Oh, I didn't.
Spittoon.
I didn't know.
You can mix
you
it,
bought
I'll
all
still
those.
drink it
I went to
later.
wine school, and that's what we did. So
Oh, you drank
Whatever.
it?
no,
Oh, threw it
didn't
away.
drink it. I hated it.
That was disgusting. The spit bucket with all the wines, yeah. We'll talk about that on a different episode. All right, last up on the menu for tonight, the fourth wine that was recommended to me, La Forza.
Oh, wow.
This is a Super Tuscan.
Oh, yeah.
So
Super Tuscan.
the Super Tuscan label or term refers to
Blend.
Tuscany and Italy had very strict wine production laws. So when you think of like Brunello, Chianti, things like that, they pretty much have to be like 80 to 100% Sangiovese, depending on what it is. But back in the 70s, the wine producers were feeling really restricted by that, and they essentially rebelled against it.
It just wanted to dance.
Right. So they wanted to start producing wines more in the vein of Bordeaux. So they brought in French grapes, such as Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, Merlot, and then it was dubbed the Super Tuscan. So this one is Sangiovese and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Do you know the percentages of each?
It does not say.
This is a pretty vague bottle in general. It's probably distinct to WINC.
Yep. Again, this is another unique to WINC, and the artwork is done by someone who works at Marvel.
So it's a comic book label.
It's the least
So
Italian thing I've ever seen in my life.
When I was like, oh, that's the Super Tuscan, the comic book label.
Yes.
Do they really work at
strange.
Marvel?
Yeah, the artwork here is done by. Let me see if I can find his name.
The other funny thing about this is it's crazy low alcohol for a Super Tuscan.
What is it?
It's 13.2.
Oh.
So this is not an ageable.
I want to say, like, aren't Super Tuscans more like 15, 16?
No,
Well,
No? Oh.
I mean, a Super Tuscan,
this is 13.8. What was it?
13.2. A Super Tuscan's generally a 14.5.
Yeah,
Oh,
14 to 15 maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, this artwork by Brent Schoonover, who works at Marvel Comics.
Hey,
for
Brent,
him.
what's up? You should follow us.
Yeah,
We should tag him in the show
see
notes.
if I can do that. But really cool artwork though. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of wines starting to do that, especially from Australia. They're kind of going to that. What style of art would you describe that as, Amy?
Comic book.
Comic Sans.
But like the color palette.
comic.
primary
All right.
colors.
I mean, that's what they do is they stick with that. Like if you look at old Archie comics, there's still those colors.
Okay.
Or like vintage Superman, those
Right.
colors.
Oh, I've seen a lot of
Legos.
A lot of
those colors.
producers from Australia are doing that too.
Roy Lichtenstein used that color palette.
I saw a picture today that I thought was pretty neat of Henry Cavill. I think this is his name.
Oh,
you
yeah,
saw a
the new
neat
Superman.
picture of Superman?
Of Superman, but he was in his audition. He had to wear Christopher Reeve's original Superman costume for his audition, and it was funny because the new Superman's like super
Behemoth of a man.
yeah, and he looked like normal Christopher Reeve kind of in that
Normal dude.
suit. But it took me it was a black and white picture. You can see the photographer in the frame, like in a mirror behind him taking the picture. And it was like, it took me a long time to say like, what's wrong with this? And like, oh yeah, that's him in the original Superman suit. It's pretty
Aw, that's very
cool. Speaking
cool.
of comic books, I don't know why.
I love Henry Cavill. Like, say what you will about Superman.
In the shitty movies.
Whatever. He makes them beautiful.
He does. He's good. He's a very,
fine.
very handsome man.
All right, Jason. All right.
Calm down.
He played the king's best friend in the Tudors.
The Chutas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I
you guys
remember
watched
that. Was
He
he in
was
any
the Duke.
gratuitous sex scenes? Because I did a lot of fast forwarding.
He
to
was in a
those.
few.
Sure. Probably saw him.
Yeah. Anywho, what do you guys think of the wine?
This actually is kind of my least favorite of
Really?
the four, ironically, and maybe it's because I drink what I would quantify as a shit ton of Italian wine, and this doesn't come off like an Italian wine to me.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Not blown away on this. It's kind of sweet.
Oh, I think it's just like a little
Sweet or
too
fruity?
sharp.
It doesn't have the backbone, like the tannin structure.
It hits you hard at the front and then goes away. I
Yeah.
agree. And then maybe it's fruit.
Which
To me, it
when you do
tastes
have
really
a
young.
super Tuscan, it is way more fruit forward than a like a Chianti or a typical Italian wine. But this is like
It's tart.
I would have definitely
Red
not,
cherry.
If I was blind tasting this, I would never have said this was an Italian wine.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Not my favorite.
Tart red cherry.
Tart, yeah, red cherries.
And I ate the chocolate just now. I apologize for smacking my lips. But I ate a piece of chocolate thinking like, oh, that'll help this flavor. And it was like, nope.
Really?
The finish is pretty long. It's lingering.
You think so? Getting that.
Yeah, it's fairly long finish, but all right. But compared, I bet you if we drank this before the Malbec, we would have
Maybe.
had better
But how
things to
much?
say.
I mean, Super Tuscan's not always a cheap thing either. And we're getting this at a real deal. So
$15 is probably pretty good for a Super Tuscan.
Is that what this is?
Everything's 13.
Oh, this one was 13? Okay, so how would this age? Like if you bought some of this.
Well,
no?
it's too low alcohol and it's not high enough in tannin.
Oh, okay.
So those two things are what's going to help you age a wine.
So 3 stars.
And it's
yeah.
the whole thing with it is that a young Barolo will be heavy and sharp and almost too much, almost too boisterous, which is what helps it age in the bottle is all that tannin.
Right.
So with this being low tannin and kind of low-ish alcohol,
Doesn't have anywhere to go.
it doesn't. You can't do much over time. It's just going to get flatter.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that would be kind of a good thing because it's so sharp.
It's an easy drinker, right?
Hand
Yeah.
me a
This is-
baguette and some olive oil. I'll
Sure.
get it down.
Yeah. For $13.
right.
Yeah.
Still great.
Again.
But I would put it in probably the 3-star
But
category.
if you can get the Malbec for the same price, I hate you guys.
Malbec.
Malbec.
No, that's a forever joke. I have to laugh at you forever.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, obviously.
Get the Malbec.
No, it's you're putting the emphasis.
Malbec, yeah.
You're putting
Get the Malbec.
putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
So how do you say Malbec?
Malbec.
I say Malbec.
Just cool like. Malbec.
So you're going to the mall,
Beck.
comma, Beck,
Right.
Malbec.
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 You might want to practice at home.
Look in a mirror.
He needs a pair of
We're going to have to
overalls
get
or something.
Argentinian winemaker on just to actually figure this out.
Malbec.
Probably he's going to
It's a
fucking
Fr-
be right.
It's
and
a
I'm gonna be
French
so
grape.
irritated.
It's a French grape, though.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Malbec.
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 I don't know.
I don't know.
The mall is silent.
Yeah, all the consonants and vowels also too are silent. French.
So it's called.
That's why I didn't get much notoriety in Bordeaux.
All right.
Wine
So
jokes.
I'm entering in all of my feedback, and you can actually make notes on it too, which is a nice feature in case you're drinking 4 wines and you want to remember that you love the Malbec. And you can say it's complex. Buy again, and then save. And then if you review 10 of them, they give you $10 free towards your next
Wow.
purchase.
It's a $1 review. That's
So if
pretty
you
good.
do you think? Well, I don't want to speak for WINC, but if you'd reviewed 10, got $10 off, plus said Wine Wars, I wonder if you'd get 30. I don't know. I don't
just
know.
spitballing with
But
math here.
Just doing
You
math.
get the $20 off your first purchase.
I was told there would be no math.
But if you refer a friend, you get $26 towards credits. So they are just giving you wine.
I love that.
I like them even more.
That's my favorite.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. That's just really sad.
So I think we'll leave it
Can't
there.
hear it enough, Scott. Great
What's that?
quote.
It is a good quote. As
Great.
far as Garth Elgar quotes go.
My woman likes me in Cologne.
Scoop's got in bed.
Are you going to be Garth for Halloween?
It's not a bad one. I haven't never done a Wayne World character.
Oh, really?
Nope.
You
I'm
You
going-
could be
You'd be a
Wayne
good
and
Wayne,
she'd be
Ann.
Garth.
Oh, I was going to go as Mr. Scream.
Handsome Dan.
All right, so I gave my feedback. And the nice thing, so it changed the recommendations. Oh, it gave me completely different things. So now it's recommending,
Turns out you only like white wine now.
it's recommending a Viognier, Anne.
Yes. What? Do it.
A white blend that looks very French.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, I want that.
From Vento, France. A Restless Earth Syrah from Santa Barbara.
Ooh.
Santa Barbara. I dig Santa Barbara. And then another
Syrah is not a typical Santa Barbara grape, I don't think.
and then another white blend from Passarola.
3 whites?
2 whites, 2 reds.
Oh.
Because when you go in, you say, I want 2 of each, essentially,
Okay,
with
I
each
see.
package.
So is that happening?
It will.
If he,
All I
pushes,
gotta do is
if he pushes send,
you can choose when to purchase more wine. It's not you're not beholden.
Put in Wine Wars, get $20 off and hit send. Shit.
Hey, jeez. You don't have to purchase wine every single month, like with some other wine clubs. It's up to you if you do or not. I am being forced to purchase 4 wines right now, and then
I
they,
do
being
have a
peer
gun to his
pressure.
head.
Oh, yeah.
and then they will be here in about 5 days, and I'll go to the UPS store and sign for them.
I'll make sure to not be in the shower when the UPS man comes this time.
Appreciate it.
Sounds like the start of a hot story.
He was just here to deliver wine, and I had to sign so many other things.
and it was all ding.
Just asked him if he could help me open this package. This package on the porch.
And he was like, "I have a box for you, ma'am," and I was like, "No."
I have
have
a
a
box
box.
for you.
It's good, Amy. Work
I don't even have
it.
to write it. You just wrote it.
Text to.
You just
Talk to
transcribe it.
text.
We got this.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Thanks, guys.
So if anyone is interested in doing this again, try winc.com/winewars, $20 off, free shipping. And let us know your experience. We think this is really cool. Oh, we didn't even talk. There's a booklet they send out every month
Oh, yeah.
that's got a doodle in it.
It has, and another dog and
I
a
think
lot
I
of
saw
fun cartoons.
A puggle.
Yeah, it might have been a
And
puggle.
there's really good descriptions in there too.
And again, good breakdown of wine basic knowledge. They go through the alphabet and give you like a buzzword for each letter.
But it's like not overwhelming. It's like I can read this while I'm like...
Successful. Drunk on Malbec.
Xander here. He's adorable. Can we have him on?
Oh, Xander, you're cute.
Xander will never be on the show.
Come on, guys.
just-
I have more dick jokes to say. Come on.
I'd rather
I
get
just
Henry
meant he
Cavill.
looks like he knows his wine. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, with that short tousled hair and dark eyes.
Oh my God.
He looks so wine educated, right?
Wasn't me.
Right?
I was looking at the doodle.
Ding dong. Oh, it's the UPNS man.
You penis. Actually,
Thanks.
I think it was FedEx man.
I'm slow clapping.
Can you help me get this cork out? It's so tight.
Well, that's all I have to say about that.
Are you the friend of mine who said I've never seen Forrest Gump?
No, I've seen Forrest Gump
Oh, okay.
many times.
Great. So should we end it there then?
I think we'll end it there. I've
Okay.
seen Forrest Gump.
And
That's your only takeaway for tonight.
that's a wrap. Check out WINC. Be sure to submit your photo to win your copy of rosé wine. Charm us. We're ready to be charmed. And be sure to tag at Wine Wars Podcast as well as at Jedi Wine Master. And then if you just want to find us in general, you can find us almost anywhere at Wine Wars Podcast. And let us know what you think about things.
Yep. Please rate, review us on iTunes. Leave a comment as well, and be sure to subscribe. That helps our numbers. Helps other people around the world hear me say Malbec terribly wrong.
What's the try WINC /
I've said it like 30
Wine
times.
Wars
Yeah, you need to say it 31.
podcast.com?
/org.
Try wink.
# WINC.
It's
Times.
.edu.
.edu.
Trywink.com/winewars. Promo code winewars when you check out as well.
And wink is WINC.
Yes, there's a link in the show notes.
It's really not that hard. It's
No.
that we had 4 WINC wines and now everybody isn't smart anymore.
It's like people only do things because they get paid.
So that's been Wine Wars for this week. And until next time, please remember, it's just great juice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wine Wars.